Knowing what to throw in any given situation is predicated on a couple of very simple things, right? Where is your opponent in relationship to you? Where are his tools in relationship to you, right? You hear a lot of the old boxers talk about standing toe to toe, right? These days, a lot of people have gotten it twisted because they're in such a full frontal stance that they forget that they have ultimately 6 to 8 gates that anybody can attack, right? Both sides of the head, the body, the low line, not counting straight up the middle. So they make it easy for an opponent to decide what he wants to throw. And they have the added pressure now of having to defend all those gates. Where in the old times, you used to have a lot of the old timers say stand toe to toe. That's where the bladed stance comes from. Now his power has to travel further to be able to reach you, right? And now you could start, because there's only a finite certain amount of things that he can throw. It makes it mentally easier for you to deal with. And you can start to set traps, right? By exposing your head, giving him something that you want him to take. Now, the boxing stance doesn't always transfer over to MMA, but the mentality behind that of positioning yourself in a place where you are not as accessible to your opponent will mentally de-stress you. On top of that, you know that based upon whatever foot you're loaded on, that you can explode with power from each of those, from that any given position, right? Now, if I'm loaded to my left, I already know that more than likely the response is going to come off my left. If I'm loaded to my right, adversely, I know that it's going to come off of my right side. Now, the tool that I use is predicated on what distance he is at, right? So if we're in boxing distance, it's more than likely going to be a right hand, right? If I'm close enough to clinch, right, I'm just probably going to be a short right hand, uppercut, elbow, shoulder bump, or knee, right? If we're all the way out, more than likely I know I'm going to end the combination with a kick. So very easy way to think about it is if I'm on the pads based upon the distance that I'm at, I can go 2-3 step in elbow, 2-3 step in knee, 2-3-2 jab jab, right? 2-3 round kick. The only difference in which one I do is what distance I'm at, right? When you get used to appreciating the importance and value of distance and timing in MMA, your game will go through the roof. So that's it today. Kuya.